it's Eden from Eden's Garden Variety here on YouTube. I'm Eden's Curio on Instagram. I'm Eden's Crafty Corner on TikTok, if anybody has TikTok. But today is Saturday, March the 16th. It's been about a month probably since I updated y'all, maybe a little bit less. I'm planning on doing an end of March update as well because I have my Stitchy Bug back. February Stitchy Bug was gone, and I don't know what was the deal, but I do have some things to share, and so I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing. If you get notifications, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate all of you that come back and spend some time with me when I do hop back on YouTube and post videos. I hope you enjoy what you see. You'll notice that I have changed to Easter decor now. I do have to take my Christmas stuff down from there, and I'm thinking about leaving my deer out all year because why not? Anyway, so but yeah, so we are in the craft room. I'm rocking my St. Patrick's Day Stanley topper. I want to thank all of you who hung out and checked out my Etsy whenever I posted my last video. Thank you so much. I got a truck order from that, as well as a couple of cup toppers. I'm so thankful. So thankful. I am not going to have any shop business today. I don't think. No, I don't have any shop business today. Next video, I probably will. I have a cool thing coming for Mother's Day, and hopefully some more truck inserts. I just haven't had time to paint. But anyway, so no shop business today, but I do have quite a few FFOs to share. Some of them are here, some of them are not. So we'll start with the ones that are not, and I will insert photos. So I did finish my winter bag, which was a January Whip Go goal. It was the only one that I didn't actually finish in January. So here is a little picture or clip. I don't remember what I took of that. Coming back, so the bag, that's the first of 4 that I'm doing. I am also doing the other 3 seasons. They haven't released a summer bag yet, at least to my knowledge, but I do have the autumn and spring bag patterns and the bags, and I'm planning on, they are on my Whip Go board, my medium Whip Go board, so I'll be doing that soon, and my husband's coming in the dough. Okay, so winter bag, did the winter bag. That was a fun finish. Like I said, I'm doing the other 2 seasonal ones that I've released. When the summer one comes out, I'll do that as well. If it's come out, I've just missed it. So those are fun to stitch, but they're also not that enjoyable to stitch. It's a fun finish because you're stitching and you're done. You don't have to do anything else. But I will tell you, it's over 2 so that the bag, it's big enough on the bag. If you do it over 1, it's way tiny, and it's still cute, but you can't use the buttons if you do it over 1. You have to do it over 2 in order to have it the size you need for the buttons. That being said, I'm really not super comfortable with the way the inside looks. I'm afraid something's going to come loose. That might need some interfacing or something. I don't think I tied off as well as I should have. But anyway, that's an FFO. And then I do have 2 sets of my sled ornaments FFO'd, and I think last time we talked, I might have been, I don't remember what I had finished as far as stitching of the sleds, but both sets are FFO'd. Those did meet Whip Go goals for, one of them was a January Whip Go, and I think one was February.
So these are my finished sleds so far. This is set 1, and this is set 2, or maybe the opposite. But these are the sleds. They're so cute. Just wanted to take this clip so I could have it to insert into whatever video it is you're watching. But I'm already working on the next set, and hopefully those are finished in this video as well. But here they are.
And I had 2 sets of sleds called in February. So the other set that was called in February was set number 5, which was this one. So now moving on to other finishes. I did get those finished, and I did FFO them. So this is what they look like in person. These are the easiest little FFOs. They tell you just to use double-sided tape, and you use the double-sided craft tape on the back of this, and you just stick it to the sled. And I mean, it's on there pretty good. I didn't use a ton because I really don't plan on, you know, getting these beat up or anything, but they are finished. This one's my favorite out of the set. It was supposed to have beads for his eyes, but I didn't have the beads with me, and I was like, I just want to be done with this. These stitch really quickly. They're not my favorite things to stitch, but they are really quick finishes, and I think the FFOs are really cute. This one's a little bit crooked on there, or either the sled. No, you know what? The sleds are not all cut evenly. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, this is a little crooked too, but this, I can't really. It's kind of wonky on the top. And then the snowman stocking. So that was that set. So that's FFO. And then so that wrapped up that February call. And then I got 2 called in January. 2 called for March. So I had number 4 and number 11 called for March. And those are also finished and FFO'd. So here is the first set. This is my favorite out of this set. It's this pretty little tree, and it's got like light bulbs and ornaments on it. You can see this one was my favorite. This was my second favorite. It's this reindeer, which is very, very cute. And then my light is not good today again. And then this was my least favorite. It's just a little house. Still cute. And then the next set was this set. So I love the colors in this. This is kind of, these have a vintage feel to me. I use a lot of blue at Christmas, and this is cute. So it looks like a stack of presents, but I think it's supposed to be a cake on a cake plate. And then there's this cute little snowman. What do you think about these sleds? They do get kind of stuck sometimes. So there's this snowman. And then my favorite is this cute, like, vintage looking, it's like a tinsel tree is what it reminds me of. So those are all FFOs. I'm going to let my mom display these in the shop. These were Crazy Annie's Ornament Club back in 2021, and each pattern has 3 sleds, and there's 12 patterns, and they're really just so much fun. And she did release not too long ago a set of sleds, and I think there's 12 of them in one pattern. So I'm thinking surely she's gonna release some more, but so far there's just one set that's released. So, and the sleds are available as well. Get with your needle workshop. You can call our needle workshop. I'll put the contact details below, and we have one set of 12 sleds right now. We can get more super easy, and we have one of the patterns because we didn't know how they do, but since I have some for her to display, we're hoping that they go a little better. But those are Crazy Annie's ornament sleds. So those are my FFOs, and the total stitches, each sled is like, I don't know, but I did do it. Sled set 11, it was 700 and some stitches total. No, 1,161 stitches combined between the 3 sleds in a pattern. So kind of how this worked. I finished my winter bag on the 2nd. I started set 11 on the 3rd, and I finished it on the 6th. I started set 5 on the 7th, finished it on the 10th, and then I also started and finished set 4 on the 10th. And then the next day I pulled out. This is what the finished piece looks like. There's lots of beautiful pinks in this piece, which, as you can see all around me, that is my favorite color. So they made a smaller version of this and this large version. I got mine from Amazon. I couldn't find it anywhere else. But this is the finished piece, and let me get that put away. Give me a minute. I will show you a picture of, if I have it, of where it was last time. I have a page finish. So this is where it is. Hang on, you're gonna see uglier stuff. This is where it is now. This finish, I'm considering it a finish because it is a page finish, but all I had left, I had to fill in this bowl. I had a couple of random stitches in this section and down here. Most of what I had to do was over here. So this is the start of Santa. This is his hat and his shoulder right here. And the bane of my entire existence on this piece is this metallic. It's this cheap metallic, and it just frays, like, woo, frays, and you can't thread it, and you have to work with tiny little links, and you have to, lengths, not links, and you have to use 2 colors. You can either stitch with it by itself, which I only used 1 strand instead of 2 because it's too much of a mess, or it calls for it blended with another color, and then you use 2 strands of the other color and 1 strand of that. And I gotta tell you, that is a pain in the butt to work with whenever you have to use 2 threads. So I switched it to 1 thread of the other color and 1 strand of the metallic, and that worked a lot better. But you can see it's really lumpy looking, and I understand it does give it some texture. I'm just really not a fan of stitching with it. But this is a page, and the total amount of stitches I did on it, so I did 103 stitches on the 11th, 185 on the 12th, and 349 on the 13th, and that finished the page. It ended up being like 600 and something stitches, I think, total on my tracker. And I also did the back stitching that was called for in this piece. From far away, I think it looked great. Like, I can tell this is a deer, that's a shelf, a bowl, and then I can't wait to move on to the next page. But also at the same time, I can wait because I'm really not excited. Willow, I'm really not excited about working on it again with all that metallic. It was not my friend. And then the last project that I have been working on was this was a February call. And the goal for Whip Go is to have this halfway done, which in my mind this was a previous stitch along from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's called Cozy Cafe. I am doing it on the called for fabric because it just seemed like right. I'll see if I can find a picture of this where it was last time. I didn't even have like 1 shelf done of this. And when I say shelf, it's like this pattern right here. Now I have the shelf done, 1 month's worth. Okay, so this is where it stands now. This is where it is at. And then I'm going to fold it up so you can see the border's not interesting. So I'm going to fold it up so you can see the rest. So this one right here is actually the month of September is whenever it was called. And then it's apple cider. I do have a few other teeny little details to add right here. But after I add those, then that month will be finished. And then this is the next cup. This color in the cup is done. I just have to add in the rest. And I don't know when I'll work on it again. I need to go ahead, I guess, because I'm really kind of on a roll. I thought about changing my goal on it, though. Instead of doing a halfway done, just doing 3 months worth. So that would give me one done, and then I'd finish this one and do one more. And that's doable. Otherwise, I'd have to do all 6 months worth plus the top part of the border for it to be half done. And I'm not really sure if that's feasible, because so far I've done 3 out of 6 March Whip Go goals, plus finished one for January and finished one for February. This is February. The other February ones that I have, I wanted to do 3 letters on Legendary Creatures, which I have not picked up. And then I wanted to do 1,000 stitches on Persephone and 1,000 stitches on Mermaid Undine, which they have not even been on my radar. This month, I'm supposed to also work on my Blue Christmas piece, start Spring Sampler by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and put 1,000 stitches into Widow Black. And we are over, well, halfway through the, pretty much halfway through the month. We have another, counting today, 1, 2, 7, 4, 15 more days. So I can get a lot of it done. I don't want to just stay stuck on this when I could just finish, I don't know. I'll probably work on it some more today. And then after today, I'll move on to something else. Probably Legendary Creatures, or Blue Christmas, and move on from. But yeah, so this is where we're at. I really liked the way this came out. There's back stitching in the apple that's very, very subtle. I don't know if you can see it. The little bubbles are back stitched. But I'm really, really happy with the way this looks. I think it's super cute. Super cute. So that has been, I've done a lot of stitches on this. So I did 90 stitches on it on the 13th after I finished my page in New Year Santa. And then I did 412 on Thursday the 14th. And 1,334 yesterday. So here, let me tell you really quick. This is going to be the next, since it's right here, I'll show you. This is the next piece I'm pulling out. Probably, I need to finish the octopus and stitch 2 more letters for Whip Go to be considered done for this piece. And then so many more, but hang on a minute because my dog is being really bad. Okay, and then let me see if I can find pictures of the other projects. Persephone, and which I'm restarting, I think. Mermaid Undine, Legendary Creatures, Spring Sample. I don't even know. I feel so scattered. So scattered. It's probably in here. Yeah. But those are the things that I need to work on still this month. That way I'm caught up for April. I have already given up on magical stitches. I do not have the capacity to do it all. I just don't. So I'm not gonna try. I just don't. And it's super frustrating, but I just don't. I wanted to read all the books and do all the things, and I can't. I just can't. So anyway, so that's kind of the plans. Not a lot on plans, but I have a ton of hauls. So give me a minute and I'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back. It took me a minute. Okay, so I'm going to do haul really quick. I have quite a lot, so just bear with me, please. Okay, alright, here we go. So first things first, I have 2 new Bella Filipinas. I ordered Snow White and Jasmine. Jasmine came, when Snow White came out, I wasn't crazy about her. But then Jasmine came out and I was like, oh, I gotta have that. And I was like, well, if I'm doing that, then I might as well keep the series together. So I did not get Alice because I don't like her. But the Disney princess, Alice is not a princess. So, in my opinion. So these 2 are. So I got these and they're gorgeous. I also got why is this in here? Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. I got this cute pattern called Reindeer Stables. It's by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. And it's really adorable. The border is beautiful. It's like holly and berries and so cute. And then I got the first 3 in the Cottage Garden Samplings little houses series. So this is what is it? Santa's house? Yeah, Santa's house. And then I got the castle. And this one is the greenhouse. And then the little cottage just released. So I'm going to be getting that one as well. So those are just, you know, like normal stuff hauls. And then I got, I think I know what this is. I haven't opened it yet. This is the newest, yeah, Lady Dot Finishing Club. So this is what it lets you finish. Anyway, it's really cute. So you get the whole kit. This is my second one of these. I'm really excited to have it. And then what else? So that's this bin. Then my mom went to market. Okay. And I have a plethora of items. So we're going to start with my housewife stuff. So I got Home Sweet Home, the May monthly weigh-in. Oh, this isn't that. Hang on. This is called Rabbits. This is the word swap piece. And then this one is really cute. It's Queen Bee Quilt Company. So I got those. And then this was super cute. This is by Puntini Puntini. This is strawberry lemonade. And what got me was the glass with the strawberries and the lemons in it. I just really liked it. So I grabbed that, or I had her grab it. And then this one is cute. It's by Ardith Design. It's called Pun Ponies. And you guys know, if you've been watching, which by the way, Oreo has arrived. My sweet baby's mama. And she is my girl. She is my girl. She and Athena both. Such a sweet girl. But anyway, so these, we got these. It's Rosé, Merlot, and Chardonnay. And I just think this is the cutest thing. The little horses. I don't know when I'll stitch this, if I ever do, but I'm pretty excited to have it. So I got those. And then I got, let's see, hang on, give me a minute. I have some exciting things here. I got the Christmas church, which I didn't get this from market, just ordered it. That's the 3rd one in the pastel ornament series. And then I got the Winterwood Satsuma Street piece, which was a stitch along, I think, at some point. But I really loved the colors. I think it's beautiful, so I got it. Very cute. I hope she does one of these for other seasons as well. I think it's beautiful. Okay, then I got the Garden Box by Jeanette Douglas and a box for it. And I got, this is called Spring House by Hello Liz Matthews. I don't know what it, normally Hello Liz Matthews, her designs just aren't for me. They're beautiful, but I don't want to stitch them. I want to have them, but I don't want to, you know what I mean? So this, when I saw this, I was really kind of obsessed. There's all these cute little details in the whole piece. So there's a cat in the window. There's these beautiful flowers in the greenhouse part of the house. Bees. these cute little flowers and stuff in the yard. So I was excited about that. I got the new Praiseworthy Stitches design, which is called Sleigh Ride. I love these and their haunted houses. So this was the new one this year. So we got that. And last but not least, and probably the one I'm most excited about, this has been out for quite some time, but I don't know if she's ever done like the material kits for it, but Glendon Place brought this to market, and it's called Eggs All Around. And I've seen people stitch these pieces, maybe not this one specifically, and they're beautiful. And she did a specialty thread and embellishment pack for it, and so I have that as well. I mean, look at the beads and the chronic. This is going to be a gorgeous piece when it's done. And because I have the beads and the chronic, and I'm just so excited I can't help myself, I really want to start this. So I really need to go through and figure out what color I would like to do it on. The thing is, there's so many. It's on like a very pale blue. So I think I'm probably going to do it on a pale blue. There's not a ton of blue there's blue, but not the same blue as this fabric here. So I think I can make it work. I'm going to pull the DMCs and see if I can, pick a color that I already have. But I'm so excited about it. This is my favorite piece of market haul. But I didn't go too crazy. We didn't go too crazy. My mom did get some other things that we had customers request, and just some other things for the shop that we're really excited about. So I can't wait to start this egg piece. It is so pretty. But that is my haul. I'm very, very excited about it. I really think that I'm gonna have, really my goal honestly is to just have fun stitching this year. The reason I'm not doing magical stitches is because meeting the goals was becoming very difficult and stressful for me. And especially because of the way I did Whip Go this year. I did too much for Whip Go because I want to whip down so badly because there's so many things that I really want to stitch. And a lot of the things that I have going are things that I want to have finished and have up. But I think I need to reevaluate like some of the projects that I do. I love Mirabilia's and Nora Corbett's, no question. I love doing the little ornaments, the Bella Filipinas, some of those things. I really enjoy those. And I don't mind the sleds because they're fast, little smalls. It doesn't matter the style. I enjoy them. But there are some things that I've stitched, and I do it just because I want to have them in my house and have seasonal stuff. But I don't really enjoy the process of stitching them, I guess. I don't know. I need to... And I stitch really fast, so it's not a big deal, but I think that I've been stitching too much of the stuff that I just want to have in my house for decor, and not as much that I just really like my Mirabilias. I don't stitch on them very often. I don't stitch on my Heaven and Earth design very much. I don't stitch on, like, I have all the Pinky the Pink Hannah Alexander pieces, like all the princesses. I have all of the Sailor Moon ladies. She just came out with Winx fairies, and I want to get those. And she's going to be I mean, I haven't done a single one, and they are gorgeous. And I want them done in this craft room so bad. And I just think that I'm like, okay, Eden, you really need to you need to work on things that bring you joy, like seeing them, working on them, not just seeing them completed, because that, I feel like, can really take your stitchy bug from you. Like, it can just steal it. And I think that's kind of what happened. Like, I was stitching so many things, and like when my Cozy Cafe piece got called, I was really excited. Same thing for my Mirabilia, but I was like, no, Eden, you gotta finish the other goals first. I'm just rambling at this point. I don't know if anybody else does that, but not ramble. I know everybody rambles, but I don't know if anybody else does that where they stitch things where they just really want to have on display and not so much things that they don't match. The things that I want to decorate with do not match the things that I like to stitch. I can't decorate my whole house with Disney princesses. I can't decorate my whole house in pink. You know, those are the things that I love to stitch. And so I really think I should reevaluate things, I guess. I'm going to finish my calendar crates because those I've started and I think I have like 5 more to do. I have less than that. So I have March, April, May, and June to do. I have 4 more to do of those and then I'll be done with the whole set. So I want to do those. And then I would really like to, I'm going to finish my sleds and, then I don't know what I'm going to do. And I know my taste will change and I'll flip flop and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to stitch a ton of these whatevers for my house. And then I'll be like, nope, back to Disney. But I think for right now, I really need to make a move to my pieces that I just like the stitching on, you know. But anyway, so that was me just not shutting up for a super long time. But that's the video. That's everything that I've done. Right now I'm frogging Persephone so I can restart her. Maybe I ought to wait and restart her until I finish something else. I don't know. And my chatelaines. I have so many chatelaines. I only have 1 started, but I have almost everything else for a few others. And I'm like, what are you doing, Eden? What are you doing? Seriously. Stitch your dadgum chatelaines. Life's crazy. That's all I'm saying. Okay, life update real quick. As I mentioned, Oreo, that is my horse Athena. That is her mama. She was being sold, and so I decided, you know what? I'm doing it. And because I love her. And so we bought her, and she is now on the place. I'm looking at her right now. She is such a good girl. She is so sweet. She loves me. She's definitely my girl. She talks to me every day when I go to feed her. She does not talk to anyone else, we have noticed. So I'm her person. She is expecting. We're not going to have that confirmed with ultrasound or anything, but we are pretty sure she's expecting. She's fitting in well with the herd again. Athena is so happy her mom's here. And what's really funny is she's kind of mellowed out. Athena was so sassy. She gave me so much trouble after her mama left. And it's like her mama's back and she's like, oh, I better mind my manners. That's my mama. She's watching. And I don't know. It's weird. I don't think horses really do that. But there is a definite difference in Athena. She still gets sassy, but I can do a little more with her than I could before, which is great because she's in for a rude awakening anyway whenever we start round pen training. So, but anyway, we got Oreo, and when the guy that owned her dropped her off to me, he said, you know, and I told her, I said, thank you so much. I know you could have sold her for a lot more than you're selling her to me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, blah, blah, blah. And he told me the story of how he got her. And if any of you guys are researchers out there, like, I don't know. I think I've pretty much done everything that I can at this point. I'm just waiting for results. But he told me, now, and those of you that aren't familiar, you can register horses just like you can register puppies with the American Kennel Club. You can register horses. And there are lots of different horse associations. There's the AQHA, which is the American Quarter Horse Association. The APHA, American Paint Horse Association. There's a Thoroughbred Association. Appaloosas. Like, there are many, many, many different ways to register depending on the breed of horse you own. And Oreo Oreo came from a ranch that registered all of their horses. They were all registered and papered horses. And so she is apparently registered, but the papers, the man that I bought her from got her from someone who was going through a really nasty divorce. And the man's ex-wife had the papers and would not give them up. Because with the papers, the horses are a lot more valuable. Like thousands of dollars more valuable. And like, I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for her, but I will tell you that it was a steal, and she could have sold for probably more than 5 times what I paid. And I paid a chunk. And anyway, so what we did, I found the ranch that she came from. The man and his wife who owned it, the wife has since passed away, and he is out of the horse business. So I found his granddaughter, and she said, oh yeah, I've got a couple binders full of horse papers. If you'll send me pictures of her, I'll look for them. Well, I sent her pictures and she ghosted me. So, and I know she ghosted me because it was all communication through Facebook, and she's on Facebook all the time and will not open my messages. She also gave me her phone number originally. She will not respond to me there either. I haven't bugged her to death. I've sent her about 3 messages, and finally I decided, you know, foot on her, I'm going to figure it out myself. So I called the American Quarter Horse Association. I didn't call American Paint Horse Association, which I probably could, I don't know. But American Quarter Horse Association, the people were so nice, and I told them the story, and they said, okay, so there is something called an unknown horse form, and we would need that filled out, and it's $100 to have us do the DNA research, but you have to have a DNA test done by UC Davis in California, and you have to request a genetic marker test. So I was like, okay, well, I did that the same day. It was $44 for the test. I paid for the test. They were like, this was last week. They were like, oh, or week before last, they're like, oh, it'll take 15 days to get your results back. I had my result. They got it Thursday, like the 8th or something, and I got my results on Monday. So I sent the results over to the American Quarter Horse Association with that form, and the lady was out of the office until the 20th, but that's this week, I'm pretty sure. So she will be going through her emails, and hopefully we will find out, first of all, who Oreo's mom and dad are, because they would both be registered in the system, as well as if she is already registered and what her registered name is and all that. Because you have registered names, and then you have, they're like, for example, you can look him up. There's a stallion that I'm obsessed with. His name is VS Code Red. VS stands for the farm name that he was bred and raised at. And his barn name is Waylon. So he goes by Waylon, but his fancy official title name is VS Code Red. So there you go. But anyway, so I'm really excited to see what we have as far as registration and DNA and stuff in Oreo, because that could mean we have a foundation to have a registered breeding program, potentially, maybe not. But I would like, after the baby she has now, I would like to get one baby out of her that is registered and pick my stallion to do that with. So anyway, it's been exciting. So there's that. On the other hand, it's been a little stressful, I guess, on the personal front. It's much better than it was. I have found work-life balance, but now my husband is dealing with having to find his family and home life balance. But he's doing good. He's getting through it. We are busy all the dadgum time. It is hard to get a breather. I'm either out, I'm in between horses and the craft business and trying to find some extra time to spend with him. And us prioritizing that, it's been a lot. We're working really hard to pay off lots of debt. I did not need to buy Oreo, but Cody was like, I know how much you love her. This will be the only chance you have to get her, so let's do it. And I can't tell him how much I appreciate it. This horse is just, anyway. So I think that's it as far as life updates. As far as I talked about it, we're trying to have a baby. I have since found, since our last visit, I have found a doctor who's a little bit closer than the person we were referred to in New Orleans for Cody. Like, we are going to be visiting a different doctor in April, and sitting down with them and kind of getting the ball rolling. And they're going to refer Cody to a different doctor to do testing, and then this doctor would handle any of my testing, which is really great because Cody was referred to someone in New Orleans, and we've been at a standstill since January because his office staff, excuse me, I'm about to use a word, they're assholes. I have never been on the phone with someone that I thought was this rude. Like, so rude. And I will not tolerate it. I will not. Like, it's a good thing I wasn't there in person because, anyway, you know, I'm very kind, but when you cross a line, you cross a line, and I don't put up with it, especially in the medical field. Like, I understand everybody has bad days. This lady was consistently rude. It didn't matter what day I talked to her. So rude. So I was kind, even when she was rude. And then finally, I was like, screw it. And I got snippy. But anyway, so we are moving along there. It's going well. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like I've just rambled and rambled and rambled, and y'all don't want to know half of this probably, but that's it for now. That is all of the video for now. I hope to be back in a couple of weeks at the end of the month for y'all, so y'all can kind of see what I have managed to get done. Hopefully more than this, you know, but we'll see. I will link I'll put my TikTok handle, I'll put my Instagram handle, as well as my Etsy link down below. If you have any questions about anything I showed, please let me know. I'll be happy to find fabric names or whatever for you. Yeah. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. If you're seeing this on a weekend, this might not upload until the week. I don't know. But love y'all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm so sorry I got so rambly, but it is what it is. And I will see you guys next time.